Hello Aquarius, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. There's a website for Chris Ann. Chris-Ann with an E.com. It's at the bottom of that paragraph, or at the end of that paragraph with her picture in it. Feel free to check that out. Freeze frame if you need to, of course. Supportive Oracle cards, Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. Lisbeth did the artwork there. On the back here, there's a few websites. She Who Is Art always pops out to me, but feel free to freeze frame and check out any of that, of course. Okay, what do we have for Aquarius? The end of why are we at? How many layers is gonna go on here? There's I almost feel like there's a wedding going on. Take that with a grain of salt. There might be a wedding going on. Something about a wedding. It's all coming from the bottom too. All coming from the bottom. Whatever's going on here, there's a lot going on. Something is just weird. There's you, who you're dealing with, something outside of them, and then something outside of that. It's like, this is pretty deep. I feel like this has a lot of layers to it, this one. How effective, I feel like this is what's starting the whole problem. It's that far off. This is what's starting the problem, in case that matters for some context. Seven of Cups and the Magician. Somebody's trying to get their dreams to come true. These are dreams that are not strong enough to actually happen, but it's almost like somebody bought land to make something happen. They got only so far with making whatever they want happen, and then they just kind of went stagnant. They didn't technically give up, but they stopped doing anything, but it's kind of like they gave up, not totally. But it's something like that. This seems to have bothered other people. Other people are trying to help that person and trying to push things forward and try to solidify things. Again, this is where I'm kind of feeling there might be a marriage going on or a wedding or something going on. They're trying to help this person keep going and trying to find them resources. That person may have already moved on from the thought, though. Seems to be where this is all starting from. This then comes over to the next layer, which is the next one closest to you. There's people trying to get you involved in something that's not going to work. They're seeing all these ideas and all these possibilities, and they believe in these things. But this is the challenge card. What they're not realizing is this situation is ending. It's not beginning, it's ending. You, on the other hand, do you see this? I feel like you're taking your time. You're taking your time, and I feel like you're putting a lot of thought into this. That's Aquarius. That makes sense for Aquarius. But I think you got faulty information, or the information is incorrect. Two of Cups. You believe in whoever wants things to happen. You got the Hermit again. Okay. You're thinking about stuff, and you really have best of intentions, and you want to help. But what I'm getting here is the information you're getting isn't how it really is. It's not how it really is. Whatever you're hearing is not really what's going on. It's what people want to go on, not what's actually happening, what people want to see happening. And people are trying to get things to happen. People are trying to move forward. The situation that they're dealing with is ending, and it's going to fail with the Ten of Swords. Pull back your energy a little bit. Wait this out a little bit. Help a little bit, but don't put too much effort into it. Aquarius is good at getting the word out there. Help a little, but don't invest anything in it. Don't expect anything to come back your way, because whatever's going on here, it's a charity event pretty much. So I don't know if you're meaning for that to be the situation, but that's where I feel this is going, because whatever this other thing is going to fail. Calling things out is usually your forte, but in this situation, it's more about just knowing for yourself, I should wait, I should hold back, let me just put a little bit of effort in just to keep people happy, but just enough effort to keep people happy, and then try to stay out of it as much as possible. Let this kind of that you're good at that. Like, you know when to kind of pull back and let people think what they want to think, but pull back a little bit more. Don't invest too much time in this is what I'm getting. Because if you slow down and you're like, I'm thinking about it, yeah, I'm trying to think about the best way, and you're telling people, oh, I've been thinking about that, I want to see some of this, and I'm going to check out some of that, and you're letting people know you're going to do this, and you're going to do that, whatever that is. Keep them busy. Don't put too much work into this, because when it moves on, I feel like nobody wants to talk about it. But if you play it correctly, you can stay on the good side with everybody, and it doesn't have to be overwhelmingly stressful for you. It doesn't have to be, because if you end up putting some type of effort into this and you're expecting to something to come out of it, and then you start watching it and looking like, okay, is my fair share going to come back to me now? Like, I gave to you. We're giving, like, one hand washes the other. I gave to you, so you give to me now, and it's not happening. How is that affecting the Devils? It was right there. Somebody very expectant is what I'm getting. The Knight of Fire and the Lover's card. Somebody's going to come forward and try to get you deeper involved in this situation. I feel like this is where the problem will really happen. If people really try to get you to invest and believe in something and they're giving you faulty information, I don't know. I don't know if they really know it's faulty information or not. That's where we're going to have problems. Because that's where you're going to be really angry with this, and this is not going to go well, and you're not going to want to let it go, is what I'm getting. Because it's kind of like, no, there's too much ridiculousness. I'm not just going to smile and nod and be like, oh, that's okay. No, because it's not. Be careful when this person tries to get you deeper involved and you're feeling like, I don't know, I need more proof about what's really going on. At the very least, do your Aquarius thing, dig deeper, ask those questions. If people get annoyed with you asking questions, I feel like that's a big red flag for you. If you can't even ask questions without people getting a little upset, step away from it. Because I'm getting this Devil card, like there's something weird here. Somebody wants more from you. I feel like you're trying to ask questions and people don't like questions. People are like, no, Aquarius, this is already, you don't need to think about that. You don't need to handle that. This is going way too fast. We can't do all these questions. We got a lot to do. So just give us what we want. Do what we want for us. And it's going way too fast for you to ask questions. Just do what we want. No. I don't know. I feel like you don't want to make these people unhappy. Not like they're intimidating, but like I get along with them. I want to continue to get along with them. This situation, I'm telling you, it's going to fail. And when it's all said and done, I feel like you're going to be kind of out in the... I feel like a lot of people are going to be kind of like out in the cold. A lot of people are going to be shocked that it didn't work. I don't know who pushed this forward with the falsehood, but somebody pushed it forward and 5 other people ran with it, is kind of what I'm getting. Somebody pushed forward a falsehood, 5 other people ran with it, this situation got out of control, it just flat out fails. There's a lot of people just looking at each other going, what happened? Like, I thought this was, what's going on? What happened? You don't need to be a part of that group. You don't need to be a part of that group. You really don't. You don't want to be. I know you don't want to be, but... Yeah, see, the progression of events. There's a good idea. This starts with a good idea. Fertility. Then they have to lighten their load because it's too much for them. Then they need forgiveness for walking away from something and everybody putting in their time and nothing coming out of it. I just feel like this is not going to go well. I just feel like this situation is going to, like, it's going to fail. The Ten of Swords is here. I feel like those of you who are card readers are knowing when I'm holding this up that this is probably going to be a lot worse than I'm giving credit. You don't have to be a part of this. This is going to be bad. I'm telling you, when it falls apart, people are going to be mad. I just don't feel like I want to be a part of that madness. Nothing good's going to come from it. So if you just stay out of it as much as you can, let it pass by. When it does fall in, other people can deal with it. Again, somebody pushed a falsehood forward, I get, and 5 other people ran with it. And when all the dust settles and people are like, oh my God, there's nothing happening here. This is a complete failure. There's going to be a lot of angry people. You do not have to be one of them. I don't know how many different ways I can say it. Why am I saying it so many times, though? There's people here that you very much like. I feel like the people that you like are also getting taken for a ride. I don't know what to say about that. They just really believe in what's going on. I get the Lover's card with the talent. Like, they might believe in whoever's doing this, and they might be right that this person could do it, but they're going to drop the ball. They've moved on from it. They're giving up on it. They're not, even though they could do it and they do have what it takes to make it happen, they're just not doing it. Is there anything else for Aquarius before I shut this down? Like, to make, what would make this easier for Aquarius? Something that could make this Hierophant, and then the Six of Wands. Stick to your guns. Do it the way you need to do it. Do it by your rules. Stick with what you know for now. Stick with what you know is already on point. Like, I already know this information's correct. I already know this is how that works. Also, with the five of major arcana, the Hierophant, and the Six of fire, which is success, I'm getting, you know how to get to the root of a situation. Maybe if you want to, and I feel like a lot of you aren't going to want to, and cool, do what you think is right. But maybe, you know, you could find the truth. You could find the root of this and find out what's really going on if you really want to. So if you decide that that's something you want to do, track it down, and then maybe you can debunk it for everybody before it gets worse. If your gut instinct is saying, I'm not going to do that, then don't do that. Follow your gut on that one. If you're kind of like, you know, I kind of want to, I kind of have the need to find out what's really going on here, use your intellect to find what, you know, trace down things, ask people questions, get to the root of it, find out from the source, what are you really doing? You'll get the answers. You can pass it on to the people you care about and probably shut it down before it gets any more. If you're feeling, though, if your gut's going, oh, you really don't want to do that, then do not do it. Trust your gut instinct on that. Anything else? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.